Okay, same deal, surface area and volume of this pyramid. It is a pentagonal pyramid. The base is a regular pentagon. Let's go ahead and figure out the area of the base. To do so, we need to know the length of that apothem right there. So let's do what we normally do. Let's split that up into a triangle right there. This little base is going to be half of 16, so it's going to be 8. And we're going to need to use trig to figure out the apothem. Let's call it y for now, and let's call this theta. What will theta be? Well, theta is going to be the full circle there, which is 360, divided by the number of triangles we would be splitting this up into, which, if you look at the big triangles, it would be 5 because it's a pentagon, but we're splitting that in half again, so let's just divide it by 10. So we get 360 over 10 is 36, and so this angle in here we know will be 36 degrees from this right triangle. So from this angle's perspective, we have the opposite side, and we want the adjacent side, so that is the tangent function. So tangent of 36 degrees equals the opposite, 8, divided by the adjacent side. TOA, right? Tan is opposite over adjacent. So we need to solve for y, so we need to multiply by y on both sides and divide by the tan of 36. So we get y equals 8 divided by tan of 36, which we will use for that apothem to find the area of the base. So to do so, we need to take that length of the apothem, so that y value, we need to multiply it by the base of that triangle, which is 16, and then we would divide that by 2, so 8. So I'm going to say y times 8 would represent one triangle like that, and there are 5 of those triangles. So that y value times 8 times 5 is going to be the area of the base. So let's write that as 8 times 8 times 5 divided by the tan of 36. So that's going to be the area of the base. So let's think about what else is going to go into this surface area. Well, I need the area of the triangle here. And what do I know about this triangle? Well, I know that it's slanty, so I need to figure out what this slant height right there is. So we need to now picture this triangle. If you can visualize what I've just drawn there, we have the slant height L running along the face there. We have the actual height here, 36. And again, my bad, I meant to pause it, so there's like 20 seconds of awkward silence and breathing there, so apologies for that. I think probably what we should do at this point is figure out what that y value is. So let's figure out what y is. Y is, that apothem is roughly 11.011, so I'm going to use that value from here on out. So let's go ahead and just stay consistent here and say then that area of the base is going to be 11.011 times 8 times 5. We'll everything will be rounded, so we'll be off a little bit, but it'll be pretty accurate. So now, instead of y on this triangle here, I can label that apothem as 11.011, and I can use some Pythag to figure out what L is. Well, 36 squared plus 11.011 squared equals L squared, and so we need to take the square root of all of that to figure out what L is, that slant height. 36 squared plus 11.011 squared. So do that, we'll get a value, 37.646 approximately for that value of L, the slant height of this pyramid. So we have the area of the base. Now we need to add the area of all those faces, which they are triangles. So let's calculate the area of the triangle. So it's going to be that slant height L, which is 37.646, times the base, which is that 16, which we would then divide by 2. So I'm just going to say times 8. And there are 5 faces, again, since it is a pentagonal prism. So that calculation there should get us our surface area, which is roughly 1,946.28 centimeters squared. So kind of messy, couple different unknown values you needed to calculate, but totally doable, totally within your reach. So now we need to figure out the volume as well, which will be easy compared to what we just did. So the volume, again, of a pyramid is the area of the base, which we found is 11.011 times 8 times 5, the area of the base, times the height of the pyramid, which the height is 36, not the slant height, the actual height. And we need to divide that by 3. So I'm just going to write that as divided by 3 there at the end. So crunch that number, and you should find the volume. You should get 5,285.28, and again, centimeters cubed, because we were talking about volume.